welcome to another episode of Extinct Megafauna. And for this very special episode, we'll be featuring the LEGO costume Walking with Beast Macrauchenia. But before we head on with this video, the guys' PC contest winners will be announced later on in the video, so watch out for it, guys. And now let's move on with the making of the Macrauchenia. So we're making a Macrauchenia, and I will be using these two base figures. So this is an Apatosaurus, and we'll be making use of the body, and of course we'll be using also parts from this LEGO camel. So we have here the neck region and probably both the tail as well as those of the limbs and also the feet of the camel. Alright, so let's start doing this. So we're cutting off certain parts, but before I did that, I went on ahead and marked down the areas where I will be cutting. After we have prepared all the parts of the figure, we are now going to connect each and every one of them. So I'm using Pioneer Mighty Bond because it's actually really sticks well, and only a few seconds it's already like you really cannot move it anymore. So when using this particular adhesive, please be careful to not put it on your hands. So we have here already the finished kit batch portion of our Macrauchenia. So I added their snout like that of the elephant, and I'm actually using this particular wiring for those so that it's more elastic. And now it's time to sculpt. So we're using epoxy non-sag equal parts A and B. So we're just filling in on the gaps on some of the areas, and we're also sculpting the snout of the Macrauchenia. So also we'll be building several more clay also on the leg region of this particular figure. So after it has completely cured, it's now stone hard, and now we're ready to base coat or base paint this one, and we're using Bosley number 68 in gray. So it takes about around 2 to 3 hours for that to fully dry, and once it's fully dry, it's now time for us to paint. So we're using a mixture here of acrylics, yellow ochre, some yellows and white, and a little bit of black. So we're painting this on the entire figure. Well, not entirely, we're sparing the bottommost parts of this figure because that's a whitest section. So this is just a mixture of white and with a little bit of what we had earlier. So we're painting it on the entire bottom of the figure as well as some parts of the legs and also the face. Now for the darker colors. So this is a mixture of brown, a little bit of green, as well as black. So we're painting this on the snout, the ears, the back section of the neck, and also some parts of the behind or the ass section of our figure here. So using a dry brush technique, so this is just a mixture of some browns and a little bit of the darker colors we used earlier, and we're going over some sections of the thighs as well as that of the back section of our creature here. So detailings on this same color is actually using burnt sienna, and using the same dry brushing technique, we're going over some details on the figure. So see how it seems to appear like a fur detail on our figure. So now for some details. So we're just using here fine tip brush, and we're adding in light details on those on the sections of the neck, and then we're later on going to add in details of the eyes of this Macrauchenia. Now this is just orange, and we're painting it on top of the nose of the Macrauchenia. Then later on we'll just be painting on the eyes. We also added some details on the nails of the figure. This is just gray. And what's left on this one would be the eyes. And that actually ends our the making of the video on the Macrauchenia. I hope you guys enjoyed this one and learned something from it as well. And now on with the next portion of this video. We have the Guess SPC contest winners announcements, and we have 10 lucky picks, and here they are: Troy, Pedro, Velociraptor mongoliensis, Number, Lamb, Ariel, Jelly Dino, Macarno, Dr. Dino, Stud Animator. Congratulations everyone, and our top 10 winners! Number RTH, Rebbedu, Bloody Demon, Hunter Hint, Custom Animator TV, Mr. T-Rex, Cretaceous Bricks, Zara PKT, Rexy and Rex, and Maximum Power. Congratulations everyone, and I'll see you in the next Guess SPC contest. For those of you who would like to join, here's how. Just click on the Extinct Bricks icon and it will lead you to the Extinct Bricks homepage. And in my homepage, just click on the community link and it will lead you to all my posts. I'll see you there everyone! And now for Some Bricks, my favorite portion. So let's count down the number of parts of this figure, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 parts to this one. Let's start by connecting the back on the body. Oops. Let's connect the head and neck. Legs. Front legs first. And then the back legs. Or the hind legs. Left and then the right, and easy breezy, that completes our Macrauchenia Lego custom figure. And now on with some Extinct Bricks Dino Trivia. Macrauchenia name came from the word macros, meaning long, and ochen, meaning neck. They roam around the earth 7 million years ago. They're about 3 meters long and weighed about more than 1,000 kilograms. And now for some closer look. Okay, so Evie here is really excited for this particular custom because we have been actually longing to make one of these Macrauchenia a long time ago along with our Ice Age group. Okay, so let's get a move on and see the closer look on this one, shall we? Okay, so our Macrauchenia here actually is a bit of deviation to what I usually do with my paintings, but all in all the same method of kit bashing as well as sculpting is actually applied on this one. So you can see here that doing dry brushing on most of the areas actually created that fur-like surface to this particular custom. So you can see here elongated snout on the head. It looks like a camel, but it's not. The ears are actually located on the topmost portions because it's more related to a horse rather than an elephant or a camel. So it seems like it would be a crossbreed between an elephant, a camel, and a horse, but it's not. So it has certain articulations to it. It can twist the head. It can, of course, move its arms, its legs, like so. The tail is also a bit, malleable as well, or it's actually movable. So the back portion also can be somehow taken out, like so. Right. So if ever you would be putting, I guess, cargo on the particular creature, you can actually do that. Alright, so I think we're doing it wrong. Oh yeah, that's correct. Okay, so I'm really glad that this is actually one of those herbivorous creatures that we're actually adding on to our group of Ice Age creatures. So I actually want to have a herd of this one, but anyways, I don't have a lot of materials to work with on the first place. But yeah, I'm glad we have this. So that's a closer look on the Macrauchenia. So for the size comparisons, we're bringing back EB here, and I think in terms of comparing the size between this figure and a human, which is EB, I think we did a really good overall comparison here. So yeah. So now let's compare with other creatures of the Ice Age also that we had so far here on Extinct Bricks as well as in EB Toy Universe. So let's check them out, guys. So first up we have the Synthetosaurus or the Synthetosaurus. I got it all mixed up, but yeah, so this is a Synthetosaurus. So it's technically smaller than our Macrauchenia here. So they're both herbivores and of the Artiodactyla family, or a group of mammals, I guess. Next up would be this one. This is the Civatherium. The Civatherium is actually more related to a giraffe, so if you're going to take a look at it, it does have some similarities to the giraffe with those, I don't know what those called, antlers. Yeah, so it does make a stand here. It's much larger than our Macrauchenia. Okay, so let's move on with another herbivore. This is the Elasmotherium. I don't know. This is actually one of my favorite creations of the Megafauna creatures that I have so far. This is my first rhinoceros. The second one is actually a woolly rhinoceros, but this one, the Civatherium, this really, is one of my favorites actually. So, yeah. So let's compare with another one, shall we? So this is a carnivore, and it's called the Amphibian. The Amphibian is actually one of my first canine works and my only so far. It's really big compared to a human being, as you can see here. Oh, it's really scary. If you can see a dog larger than a human, who would run from it, right? Although it's really looking so cute. Well, although it's smaller than our Macrauchenia here, definitely it may have hunted these creatures, and probably in a pack, I guess, like most dogs do. Next up would be this one. This is a Megatherium. You probably would remember Sid from Ice Age. So Sid is actually a sloth, probably a smaller species. But I made a Megatherium because I think it's one of the more known giant sloths at the time. Okay, so let's move on with another comparison. This is the woolly mammoth. And as I have actually included Sid in the video, then here is Manny. Manny the woolly mammoth. Of course, woolly mammoths are also large, and although not as large as most extinct elephants of the Pleistocene, woolly mammoths are actually one of the more known extinct creatures of elephants out there. Okay, so that is the woolly mammoth for you guys. And of course, last but certainly not least would be the Smilodon. The Smilodon here is a custom made by EB Toy Universe, or Mike. I think he did a really good job at creating this particular custom. Look at those details on the fur, on top of its body, neck, and head. That's really awesome. And look at those fangs, those really big. And comparing the size of this extinct cat to the Macrauchenia, it would have gone for its neck like so and killed it in an instant. But we're not going to do that here. All our friends here at Extinct Bricks. Alright, so that's it for our size comparisons for you guys on our Macrauchenia. Let's now move on with the next portion of this Extinct Bricks species roll call. And all the creatures here are present in one group, so yay! They look so awesome all together. Well, actually, if you do have other suggestions of other creatures that you'd like to see here on Extinct Bricks, please comment them down below, and who knows, I might check it out and probably make one of those suggestions as well. So keep on commenting, guys, and watching my videos. Also, EB here would like to remind you guys that all of these creatures are actually present in our Extinct Bricks playlist. Also, I'll be placing in individual links for all of you guys so that you would have an easier time in locating all of the creatures that you see here. For example, the mammoth, the Megatherium over there, even the Cibotherium, and everything that you see here. Okay, now it's time for us to have our species roll call. Let's start with this one. This is the Extinct Bricks woolly mammoth, or Mammuthus primigenius. This is the EB Toy Universe Smilodon, level 40 or max level. We have here our Extinct Bricks Megatherium or giant sloth. We have here our Extinct Bricks Cibotherium. We have here our Extinct Bricks Elasmotherium. Our Extinct Bricks Amphibian from Jurassic World the game. And we have here our Extinct Bricks Synthezosaurus. And of course, the star of the show here, our Extinct Bricks Macrauchenia, that is actually inspired from Walking with BBC. And that's it for the video, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this. I will be placing in a few more photos as well as video clips of our Macrauchenia here, so please stay tuned at the end of the video.
Oh, they're so cute. I wish I could see one of these in real life still. But anyways, thank you everyone for watching my video from start to end. I would like to say thanks also for all your views, your comments, and your likes, and all your reviews as well. So thank you, and maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. Also, please do not forget to support our other channels, EB Toy Universe and The Adventures of Moira and Usher. Please watch their videos and support their channel as well by subscribing. And as we always would say, let your inner dino brick roar!